Welcome back to Switched to Linux. So, it's going to be a fun night tonight. I'm going to try and wrap this show up within about an hour or so. I just have a bunch of other things I need to get done tonight. So, lots of that worky type stuff. I got to pay the bills around here somewhere, especially since, YouTube keeps on demonetizing me, But for those that are following, the kitty is now back on the payroll. The video has been remonetized. Yes, the cat video was just a monetization test. That's the only reason I put it up. That's why it really wasn't very good. It was just cute cat pictures. Simply a monetization test, and I was correct. They demonetized it. It is just so evil. It is so offensive. I mean, that cat was just offensive. I can't explain it. But anyway, greetings everybody. Hello, JJ Game Shadow. How are you? Welcome to the stream for the first time. Greetings, Mark. You can help me out here with AntiX. It is pronounced AntiX, not AntiX, according to the guy that I think is the developer, who has some videos on it. Let's see. Hello, Spider Eyes, and hello, Pseudo Linux. Where are you at? There you are. All right, so, we got a couple more. Hello, Caring Sport Group. Trump did nothing wrong. How do you do the border? What border? I don't know. And Trump did nothing wrong. Let's think about that one for a moment. What I'm thinking is, at some point in time, I think that some of the demonetization is if you agree with Trump, you'll get demonetized. If you disagree with Trump, you will get monetized. I think that that's the way it goes. So I might actually do a special edition of a video, all of the things that the Trump administration is doing stupid. And I'll tell you, I voted for the guy, not because I thought he was the greatest guy for the job. It's simply because Clinton's the Antichrist, I'm convinced. Sorry if that offends you, but we had no good options. But there's some really creepy things going on, and we're going to be covering some of those news stories. If you show up on the Friday news, it's going to be an interesting news on Friday. Hopefully it doesn't go for 2 hours, because it's just getting crazy. Let's see, what do we got here? I'm just going to run through the comments real quick before we actually officially start the video. Just an FYI, the live streams do come down shortly after I'm done with them. It'll probably be down later on tonight. What I do is I'm doing the stream, and then I record it, and then I will pull out the recording, edit it, and then when I upload the edit, once I upload that edit, then what I tend to do is I will take the live stream down, and then the folks on Patreon can see the full thing if they want to. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Okay. What is Super Chat? Super Chat is a way, it's a little button at the bottom of there. You can actually pay the content creator. It's kind of the purpose of Super Chat was for somebody to send a carrot to a content creator who's got just tons and tons. Like if you ever watch a live stream from a big guy that's got hundreds of people on, and the live stream is just this constant feed, the Super Chat, you pay the person any amount that you want. You get, I forget what the percentages is. It's like, I don't know, somewhere between 50 and 70% of whatever you pay, I get. Google gets the rest. And then that comment stays up high so I see it. That's the purpose of it. And I just turned it on just because it's a manner as this channel gets larger. Some people like to use advantage of that. Some people want to pay with PayPal if they want to support you. Some people like Patreon. I like to have as many options as I can to use it. So that's why I put it on. Let's see. Okay, I was about to say Sleeping Kitty. Yes. All right. Is that TJ has more spots? No, that is CJ. CJ is the social kitty. You will rarely see TJ. She is kind of an antisocial cat. CJ is a very social kitty, so he likes chilling out in here. TJ likes to hide. Let's see. Greetings, iFloyd. How are you? Awesome. A test, you made me cry. With the cat video, I made you cry? Oh, that's all right. They are cute, I gotta say. What was your favorite picture? I should have had that in there. What was your favorite cat picture? One of my favorites is the one where the cat is sitting there on the chair looking at the fish tank. I just love that picture. That's awesome. I can't trust government who runs it. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Too much truth. I always thought it was called AntiX. Well, according to the guy that I believe is the developer on their website, you can watch their video, he calls it AntiX. So, I don't know. What are you going to call it, AntiX or AntiX? I don't know. All right. All presidents did everything wrong. I don't know. Oh, the border around the kitty. How did I do the border around the kitty? That is a... Let me see if I can show you how to do that. It uses a filter. It's actually the same thing I use on the Tom on Fire. Basically what it is it is just a video with an out, just basically all surrounding, and the inside is black, and then you run essentially a green screen filter, and anything that is black in the video becomes transparent. That's how I did it. I set all those up through using filters in OBS. Maybe I'll do a video sometime about how I do those types of things. And if you're new to the stream, you haven't been here for a while, you might actually get a chance to see Tom on Fire, where I kind of go crazy. That's done the same way. It's just flames instead of a cool thing. All right, me and the rat are watching. All right, cool. All right. Love the tinfoil hat streams. Well, thank you. Yep. And guys, shoot me comments if you want me to cover certain things. Sometimes it's hard for me to come up with something cool to run in the tinfoil hat times. So shoot me comments if you have something I should look into for tinfoil hat time. I'm always open to community suggestions. All right. Won't be the next tinfoil hat stream. Unless something goofy goes on, I do tinfoil hat streams Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, huge animal lover, believe in doing no harm. It actually made me cringe hard and hurt my feelings. What? Demonetizing the kitties? Okay. Let's see the laser cat video. Me neither. All right. Hey, Fatal, how's it going there? All right. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to start my recording so I don't forget to start my recording today. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to jump on over. So today we are going to have a look at AntiX, is pronounced AntiX according to the gentleman on the video here. And being that this is their official website, I assume this is a developer or at least somebody who is more familiar with the project than I am. So they pronounce it, of course, AntiX, and so that's what I will say. This is a first look. I have installed this into a VirtualBox. I have done nothing else with this. So if you're like really into this and you're all familiar with it, then you're probably going to think I'm a noob, because I am at this distro. But I wanted to pull it out just because they have a new edition out. I think it was released today or sometime earlier this week anyway. It's based on the most recent stable Debian branch. And what's kind of cool about it is it's super lightweight, has multiple window managers. Of course is based on Debian stable. So that's kind of why I wanted to show it. It's also really designed as something that you can also run off of a live key with a persistent volume. So kind of like you can think Puppy Linux. This would be a good Puppy Linux thing, which will allow multiple different window managers and, according to the developers here, a whole lot more features. And just in the brief moment I was poking through it, I actually kind of agree. It's actually pretty cool. Head over to the download page and you can get 32 and 64-bit versions. You have the full, which has all of the different window managers. You have a base in here. You have a core and you have a net installer. So there's options for anybody. There's a series of mirrors which will take you to torrent download versions. There is a forum over here, and then you can get information here about AntiX. Of course, the biggest selling point, the real thing that separates us out from many other distros, this is a Debian stable that is not running systemd. If you hate systemd and you're looking for a good Linux distro, this is it. Me, I don't really care. I don't get into all of the nitty-gritties. I just need a system that works that I don't have to put a ton of time into. That being said, I think just based on my initial thoughts, this is one you might need to put a little bit more time into it in some instances. I could be wrong about that. But I think it's a really cool option. This is a cool distro that you might have. You might have a few distros on a keychain that, you know, if you're out at a buddy's house and you need to check your email, rather than using their computer and, you know, putting your own authentication, you could literally plug in a live key, boot your friend's computer into your system, and then you would be running everything off of your computer. So that's an advantage of this. Of course, other distros, you can do that with, like Tails, anything that supports a good live key with a you know, with a persistent volume, and this one does. This is also a super lightweight distro. It takes, I think it was running on like 100 or so megabytes of RAM when I booted this up into my VirtualBox. Excuse me. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and start up my VirtualBox, and then we will jump in and have a look at this system here. There we are. All right, so we are starting this guy up. For those running in a VirtualBox, it does not have guest editions installed. I'm sure I could probably install them. I generally don't install them for the purposes of these videos. Now, the cool thing I liked about this is you can change the Windows managers on the fly. So here we are booted into the system. I believe that you can use the desktop. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, you can see over here that it's running, let's see, it's running 118 megabytes of RAM. So this guy here, and only 2.75 gigabytes of storage space. And this is the full system here. And so what we are doing here was we're just going to go ahead and have a quick look. So down in your menu here, and this one is, oh, which is desktop? I think this is the ICE Windows Manager is the desktop we're using here. And again, you can change several different desktop managers. This one here has your nice traditional menu, a taskbar down. Let's boot up a web browser here. Let's see what that guy looks like. There we are. So you can see we have a basic taskbar. We have a Firefox browser opening up. So it's you know, it's has every bit of moderniness that you might need. Of course, you can see here that Firefox is taking 3 times as much RAM as the system does. So close that out, it'll drop back down. You can also right-click, and over here you can actually access anything in the applications. These right-click menus are pretty nice. I really first got used to using these when I was running my OpenSUSE on Enlightenment, which is a very nice option. What I don't see is the ability to come in here and just, you know, create new files and things on the desktop. There's a variety of themes in here that I didn't even have a chance to look at. Let's just go ahead and change some of these around. That's cool. I like that. That's nice. So you can just right-click here and look at your themes. Now, the other thing you can do is you can come over here into Desktop and Other Desktops, and then you can actually choose from a variety of different Windows managers. So here's the Fluxbox. So this one here, it will, and these windows here, I am not nearly as familiar with running systems in these types of environments. I generally like to prefer, you know, your more current systems. But for those power users, or the users that really need something lightweight, or people looking for something completely different, this is pretty awesome. And the fact that we have a different system manager or a different system initialization setup is a big benefit for some people. A lot of people don't like System D. Like I said, I'm not all that concerned about it. But here we do have the option with, it is just installed with a lot of nice accessories. We have a variety of different text editors. We have the full LibreOffice suite is installed, a few different games. The other thing that you actually have is, as far as your adding your, If you happen to have a Broadcom modem, for example, we have a Broadcom manager. This is a big deal in the Linux world because oftentimes we have difficulties with Broadcom modems. So you have that. We have a codecs installer. If you want to install various codecs, you can do that. There is an advertiser blocker that is built in and I believe already configured. Here's an NVIDIA driver installer if that would apply to you. We have Synaptic Package Manager here already installed. So there is just a lot of things in here. As overall, I really like this system in that it has a whole lot of nice features to it. It is very robust. Yeah, this one here is nice. This one here we're actually working directly off the desktop as well. Let's see what we got here. This desktop manager does not have a right click. That might drive you crazy. I guess one of the things I'm not a huge fan of is they're using the same or a similar icon set as those used in Linux Mint by default, which are not actually my favorite icons. But that's okay. I will never fault a distro for the icons it chooses to use. I can either change them or whatever else. But you can choose a lot of different desktops, and that's the kind of the cool part about it is you have a lot of variety. So here we are. This guy here, we have our menu back. This is our right-click menu. So overall, pretty cool. Let's have a look at the applications. All right. There's a nice search bar. And then a lot of different system tools in here. So boot repairs and things. So it is a very nice system for throwing on a live key, just kind of keeping things around. Very nice system here. All right. All right, go ahead and jump on over to the comments here. Somebody give me some things you'd like me to have a look at here, and then we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Hello, Carbon Programmer. Goosebumps. Let's see. Have you heard of social autopsy? I have not. Okay. Was that taken down yesterday or today? I don't know. Cool new MX16 will follow. Cool. MX17. Sweet. I'll have to have a look at MX17. Is it? I don't think it's out yet. I didn't. At least I didn't see it when I looked at DistroWatch today. All right. Social autopsy is doxing service allows people to search for your name. If you use an alias, they'll try to get your real name, then upload it with the alias. Oh, that's exciting. Good. Hopefully it dies. It was created by those commie special snowflake SJW. Oh boy. Okay, diversity is a code word for anti-white. Oh boy. Politics is cancerous and annoying. I also concur, yes. Okay. Horrible place where people can destroy your reputation. Oh well. Sorry for late comment. Mark Gates, I'm also good. I have some bad news. I'm on Windows. Ah! Where's that ban button? Gonna put you in timeout, Fatal. All right, no, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, I work on Windows programs too. I was on Windows and Mac and Linux all day today. It's all good. It's all cool. We won't fault you over here. Hey, Techno-Bismol. Change your name back. What? Might be switching back to Techno. I like Techno-Bismol, man. I like Techno-Bismol because I can call you Techno-Bismol. Okay, red pill, black, basically tricking conservatives. Fire up that terminal. Your cat video get monetized. Yes, the cat video is back monetized. The kitty is back on the payroll, but wouldn't you know it, the kitty is being lazy. I don't know why I put that cat back on the payroll. Hey cat, why are you on the payroll? Kitty, 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 why are you on the payroll? All you ever do is sleep. Yeah, you. Go make me $1 million. Come on. He's like, what? What? I'm doing my job. I'm sitting here being cute. Come on, come on, look at the camera. That's all right. Oh, boy. All right, let's have a look at the terminal. All right, let's see. Let's boot up that terminal. All right, well this is a Debian distro, so I should know the terminal. Not used to the name being up above it. Let's do sudo nano etc hosts. So you can see what the, these are all added automatically by the advertiser blocker. So that's actually pretty cool. Actually, you know what? That's something we should do. Let's go ahead and have a look at the, let's boot up a site that probably has a lot of ads on it. Let's see what we can find. And I'm just going to have a, oh, come on, back to the terminal. All right. So this is kind of cool that they have a advertiser blocker already built in. That's actually pretty sweet. I like the terminal. The terminal colors are pretty cool. Let's see. You know what? Let's do Wall Street Journal. I hate this website because they're full of ads all over the place. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Let's see what happens when I go to the Wall Street Journal. Oh, look at that. I can get in without it saying, you're using an ad blocker. Yay! You need to go through our paywall first. That's kind of neat. Look at that. So it looks like their advertiser blocker actually is doing a pretty decent job of blocking the various advertisers and stuff. That's good to know. All right. Let's see. What else can I do? Let's go to Google because I believe that they do some ads. Let's search for something cool. Actually, did you guys know? Let's see, what is it? What's the is it? That's not Breakthrough. I was trying to remember some of the Google things. Let's see. Let's just search for something cool. All right. So yeah, we're not getting. Let's see, getting a lot of ads there. All right. That's not too bad. All right, so the ad blocker seems to be good. Let's see if we can find the settings for the ad blocker. I believe it is in the, well, let's see the control center real quick. Hey, I didn't check out the control center. There you go. All right, so here you can set your fonts. Okay. There you go. So if you are looking for a distro that you can change your fonts around, you can easily change your fonts over here. Let's bump that up a little bit higher. I know somebody had said one of the challenges with doing distro reviews is the fonts aren't big enough. So let's go ahead and just bump that up a little bit. So that's cool. All right. Yeah, let's close that. We're going to go ahead and keep that. Of course, it's a little painful with the size of my system here, but that's perfectly okay. Choosing wallpaper. Here's my... Okay, we have random wallpapers. We have timed wallpapers. Let's see if I can find... One of the downsides is this guy's hard to grab the corners and drag. Hey, look at that. Tux Kids. Ooh, that's cool. Let's apply that one. Let's see what that one looks like real quick. I like that. That's cool. That's cool wallpaper. All right. Let's see. Let's close that. Let's go back up here. Here's Windows Manager settings. So I'd have to look into how to make any edits to some of these guys here. Change the icons and themes. Okay, here we go. So if you did not like the icons and themes, you can change them over here. That's kind of an old Windows 95 type look. Let's go with that one. There's that. There's your colors. Here's your icon availability. Okay, so you can, it looks like you can download an icon pack and just install it direct from there. That's actually pretty nice. If you download an icon pack, you can go ahead and do that. Ooh, I want to try those out. Let's look at those simple gray icons. All right, mouse cursors. It looks like it's not applying the font and the cursor changes right away. Oh, okay, it looks like it might be. It might. I just might need to get out of there. I'm just trying to see what we have available here. All right, so it did give us those changes. So here's how to change the GTK2 icons and themes. Here's fluid box settings and your preferred applications. So your terminal. Looks like you just want to select it from the list. Like I said, if you don't know as much about the internal workings of Linux, this might be a harder system to use. But if you are familiar with what all these different things are and how to select different applications and things, then this is actually a pretty nice system, because it is certainly a desktop that will get out of your way. You can use the Windows Manager you want, etc. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and keep that like that. So that's a pretty nice setup there. Now let's go here with, I'm just going to see if I can find the, advertisement blocker. I know I saw it earlier. Okay, control center, themes, let's see. Okay. Well, if nothing else, you guys get a chance to see what all's installed in here by default. There you go. There's the advertiser blocker. I do want to proceed, but I'm thinking that my window size is pushing a button out of the way because I can't see any more of the screen. This is a downside of adjusting the fonts, because it says, do I want to proceed? And I can't get down beneath that. So I think what I might have to do is drop the font size back down. So sorry about that, but I am going to have to drop the font size back down so that I can actually... maybe. I still can't get to the bottom of this thing. I can't move it down either. So I can't actually get in there and move beyond that. Let me just try OK. No, all right. Well, it was a good attempt. Part of that's probably just because just the fact that we're in a virtual box. There we are. There we are. Now I can get into there. Okay, so now you can pick the services that you want. And then so you just kind of click on these guys here, and that will import those lists. And what this is going to do is it's going to drop everything directly into your hosts file. So you can see your host file. You need to restart the browser to see any effects. Go ahead and go back there. And then you can see here that it's putting in all of these IPs and all of the other information here from all those different services. And actually that was set by default already, so you didn't actually have to run through that system to actually view that. All right, let's see. Okay, if people want to learn to agree to disagree and try, you know, the best picture I think I have, is it on my phone? It might be on one of my phones. Let me see if I can find that thing. Let's see. I think somebody texted me this picture. It ended up in my, it ended up in one of my picture archives, but it was a very funny photo. There we are. Hopefully you can read that. It says, I am a tolerant liberal. Agree with me or else, you racist, sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, xenophobic, inbred, redneck, Bible-thumping, NASCAR-loving, gun-toting, American-loving bigots. Pretty much sums it up. The funny thing is that whole group of folks, they want to get all up in everybody's face who don't agree with them. What about tolerance? I'm very tolerant. You can have any opinion you want. The problem is when you force your opinion down my throat. Me declaring I'm a Christian and I read my Bible, if that offends you, me making that statement, I'm sorry, you have problems. Okay? Now, if I go around and I try and say, you have to read the Bible, you stupid me, or you have to agree with my opinion, now I have the problem. You see how that works? This is why some of my live streams are what causes me to get on these lists. But anyway, hey, Hefty Style, how's it going there? Excuse me, YouTube monetized your video because they saw it was a test and they fell for it. Of course, it isn't going to happen anytime soon. Well, tell sudo Linux to finish your homework. Sudo Linux, finish your homework. Prove it. How? Okay, I'll let you two figure that out. Y'all know each other. As long as you finish your homework, good. You've got to finish your homework, man. All right. I'm going to end up with another Civil War in our hands. You know, we're pretty much there, Civil War ways. Because if you look at the last several elections, it's been pretty much 50-50. I mean, I think this funny opinion. Maybe if a election comes that close to, say, 50-50, maybe we should exclude any of those candidates. None of those candidates should possibly win. They should be excluded from future elections for the next 10 years, and then let's let a whole group of people come in, and then let's get an election that's more than an exact 50-50 split with a 1% margin. I mean, that's a sneaky thing. Because, yeah, we are so close to this crazy civil war in this country. It's insane. Makes me want to just be like, either split it to Mississippi or split it to Mason-Dixon, and let's, all of us red guys go to one half, all of us blue guys go to the other half, and let's set up our own country, and let's see what happens in about 10 years. And I'll tell you, I don't know which one would be the best one to be in. I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. Because, I mean, there's a lot of things that I really agree with the red side, and there's a lot of things I really agree with the blue side, and I cannot say I take any stance on either one. Nano is a sin, Vim for life. Not a chance. I know how to get out of Nano. Every time I accidentally fall into Vim, I have to just close the terminal. It's crazy. All right. All right. Okay. Takes some getting used to, but powerful when you learn to use it. Very flexible, or just vibe. Once you go into Vim, you never go back. See, I love Nano, and I don't bother wanting to learn how to do Vim because I don't need to. Alright, there's LibreWriter add-on that lets you use Vim in the word processor. Cool. The menu, though, it's so cool and retro. Yep. Conky, though. This distro might be downright sexy to me. Alright. If it is AntiX, then does it use Wayland? I have no idea what the manager is. What's my favorite? AntiX or Manjaro? I have not used either long enough to tell. This is the first time I've ever looked at AntiX. I have been running Manjaro for about a week. I like Manjaro. Reminds me of Windows 95 a lot of ways. Mainly the menus. Yep. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Guess Debian is more stable than Arch. Yes. Debian is much more stable than Arch. The problem is Arch is much more cutting edge. If you need a lot of the latest, go with Arch. If you want sheer stability for maybe making sure some production system doesn't die, you want to probably run with Debian. Old school, attractive for an interesting alternative. Lucky you don't need to switch anytime soon. Just use tab access to access enter, or just press enter. Okay. Switched Manjaro 2 weeks ago. Had some trouble setting up, but I'm very pleased with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm using Manjaro Budgie here on the computer behind me, and it's actually really nice. I like it. Ew, yuck. Wayland. Ew, yuck. Wayland. Running with KDE. Sweet. Wi-Fi works well out of the gate with Manjaro and live environment. Cool. Manjaro needs you to dig around a little bit. With a bit of practice, it'll be good. Yep. Very cool. Any Linux distro starts from nothing to get to something. I think KDE is too buggy for me. I'm a Cinnamon boy. I love Cinnamon myself. Tecmo Air 5. I love Cinnamon. That's probably my favorite desktop environment as far as getting production stuff done. I've been playing with Budgie over here. Budgie's pretty cool. It's got some neat functions to it. I like KDE. Really like my KDE stuff. Overall, I'm a huge fan of Cinnamon for my production work. Same thing happens the other side. Really, sudo Linux. I honestly think I'm heading back to this channel. Kind of missed my old layout stuff. Was sorry. Okay, yeah, okay. Coincidentally, I've installed AntiX or AntiX. I'm gonna try. I have to call it AntiX. AntiX. That's what the developers call it. And an aging laptop. It's awesome. Yep, that's the cool part about it. Yeah, when I first started on Linux, when I have that netbook, which is my Lenovo S21, I actually put Ubuntu on it, which worked. But Ubuntu with running Unity, it was taking a lot of stuff, and that's why actually I took it off and I put Peppermint on there. Oh, that thing running Peppermint is awesome. It's like, it feels like, I mean, a little netbook with 2 gigs of RAM in 2017. It feels just as bit as fast, snappy, and powerful as any other laptop I have in this office. It's awesome. Can't wait for the robot apocalypse. I don't like where the world is going. Yeah. It was crazy for me to use. I have absolutely no idea how to use it. I'm with you, man. Hey, Air 5. Okay, YouTube's already in the crazy train. Yep. Looks far better than Windows 10. Cinnamon rocks. Yep. All right. Manjaro or AntiX works wonderfully with AMD new video cards. World is scary. Only active subscribers should be able to join a group that we should start. I love XFCE. All right. So that's some fun stuff there. All right, let's see if there's anything else in here I want to look at. Not really. All right, so here we've just had a quick look at AntiX. Pretty nice, very, very lightweight system. A lot of flexibility in what it looks like as far as your Windows managers. Customizability is pretty cool. Overall, I think I like this. If I were, building up a super light new system, I would probably run this. And I don't know, maybe I might think of putting together a system like this to run on a live key, to throw on a keychain. That would be a really cool use for this system, and that way I could have access to, passwords and things like that. Of course, I'd probably want to install it in that case on a an encrypted encrypted thumb drive. That'd be a cool way to run it. But regardless, I think if you took this guy here, put it on a persistent drive on a thumb drive, I think that you could very easily get a distro that you could take to any computer. You could work it out pretty well. Out of the box, it could work, and that way I would have the ability to have my own computer with me wherever I'm at, even if I'm at a friend's house or something. Very nice system. Enough functionality. You know what we didn't do? Let's go ahead and look at some installations. So let me just do some sudo apt install. I'm just going to try and install things like Chromium. See if that works. Unable to locate packaged Chromium. I saw it in the list. Did I have that incorrectly? Let's try Kodi. Let's try updating the system. Because I know both of those are in the package installer. I saw those in there. So let's go ahead and upgrade the system, and then let's see, how long is this going to take? Oh, over a minute. Well, that updates. Let's go back to... There we are. Back to comments. When's the next tinfoil hat stream? It should be Saturday. Let me know what I should talk about. Maybe I'll come up with something exciting about the Trump administration. That'll be guarantee me monetization for a while. Something bad, of course. All right, 4.6 people are here. Real people are not aliens. I'm referring to your subscribers. All right. Let's see. AntiX is awesome. I came late. Yes. Greetings, Xaners. How are you? You should try Fluxbox Windows Manager. It's great. See you later, Pseudo Linux. Let me wait for that to finish, and then I'll go ahead and move over to that Fluxbox. Yeah, I'll have to play with this one a little bit more. So, okay, so there's various workspaces. I love how it's workspace alpha, workspace beta. That's pretty sweet. I like that. All right, now let's see if I can install Chromium. Hey, there we are. Yeah, that was a problem. I didn't update my package sources. Always update your package sources if you're not quite sure about that. Of course, I'm used to these modern-day Linux systems that does it all for you automatically. It looks like it's going to take about 3 minutes to install. So look at my file manager here. Very, very old school file manager. I mean, I like the way this looks. This is a pretty cool look. Let me look at some of the other desktops. Let me look at Space Fluxbox. Okay, that brings me back to that one. Maybe. Okay. It looks like the terminal is going to install. I'm not sure I'm going to wait around another 3 minutes for Chromium to finish installing. All right. Well, anyway, that is AntiX. Very nice distro. I like it. I can say if you're up for a fun challenge of using a Linux distro that is super lightweight, this is certainly a good one for you. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. All right, I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm just doing that for the purpose of my edited video, which I am going to stop recording, though. Save myself a little bit of time in editing out all of the other stuff at the very end. All right, let's see. Fluxbox is my favorite. Favorite Linux streamer. I have learned a lot from you. Keep it up. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. All right. Who says I'm not an alien? I'm a space alien. I mean, you guys don't know this, but a couple years ago, I got super fed up with the human race, and I decided to join the reptilian alien race. So I'm really a reptilian alien, just to let you know. I wear the tinfoil hat on Sunday nights because it kind of throws people off guard. Little guys there, you know. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap this guy up. Of course, we can't wrap this guy up without feeding the poor little kitty. So we're going to go ahead and feed the little kitty. Hey, kitty, it's the end of a live stream. You know what that means, right? You know what that means. Oh, yeah, he knows what that means. Want to come over here? Come on, over here. Over here. Come on, over here. Over here. Come on. Alrighty. So Kitty's going to get some kitty treats. If you haven't been here for the live streams before, we end all the live streams with Kitty getting some kitty treats. I really need to get a hold of Temptations and ask them if they want to sponsor my videos. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Aww. And, oh, right there. There's another one for you. Yeah. And let's do it one more right here, buddy. Here you go. That's it. You will just get your 3. You will just get your 3. We don't need to get any bigger. All right. All right, folks. What we're going to do here is we'll go ahead and wrap this guy up. Hey, look at that. Looks like the Chromium package is getting done there. We're going to go ahead and wrap this guy up. we'll be doing a news on Friday, and we'll be doing a tinfoil hat time on Saturday. If you have ideas for the tinfoil hat time, let me know. I will be interested in seeing your comments on that. With that, thanks for watching, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.